Okay, you can expect that. Just stand by.
All right, we are in Canadian airspace. Going to Calgary. He just confirmed, he just came on and confirmed the arrival into Calgary. So he wants me to fly the Tiduk 5 arrival into Calgary, planning a runway 17 left. So no change to the flight plan because that was expected. But once we get a little closer, I'd like to request 17 right, just because customs office is on the west side, southwest side of the airport. So landing 17 right would be a lot better for us and save a lot of taxi time, taxiing from 17 left over to the west, southwest corner of the airport. So border crossing procedures are not crazy. So what you do,
You have an Center Jazz 622 with you at a 12.6 for 210.
so there's a couple things you got to do if you're gonna depart the U.S. and fly into Canada privately. First thing you do, of course, with your flight planning, you flight plan all that stuff, figure out your times, departure time, arrival time, all that stuff. Nothing unusual there, you know, as like filing a regular flight plan. But the things that you got to do that are a little bit different is filing an outbound manifest from the US to Canada in this case. It could be whatever country you're going to, but the same process. So it's called the EAPIS form, and that's also what you would file on your inbound into the US. So whether you're inbound or outbound, you file EAPIS with CBP, Customs Border Protection.
Roger, terminate the radar service, contact Management Radio now 122.2.
So I found that manifest, let the U.S. know that in this case it's just myself leaving the country. If I had passengers on board, their names would be listed as well. Once I get all that information filed and sent off, then you call Canada Customs and you just let them know that, hey, you're reporting an inbound flight from the US into Canada at whatever airport you're going to. In this case, we're going to Calgary. And then they'll come back and ask you for information like your tail number, how many souls are on board, the reason for the trip to the US, and potentially the reason for the trip into Canada. Your intentions in Canada. Again, just a bunch of questions that they would ask you, what you have on board, if you bring anything back or anything to declare, currency, all that stuff, usual questions. And then they have a few questions in relation to COVID, which makes it a little bit more complicated when you've got passengers on board, but when you've got flight crew, it's quite a simple, straightforward process. In this case, it's just myself today, so it's pretty straightforward, simple. Once they're satisfied with all the information you've given them, then they'll grant you basically landing rights. You're cleared for the flight at that point, and once you hang up with them, you can take off and proceed on your flight into Canada. And they always ask you, that when you arrive at the airport, if there's no customs agents at the field there to meet you on arrival, then you have to call back to Canada Customs and go about your clearance that way. So once you arrive at the airport, you either call Canada Customs or you'll be met by agents on the field. Once they meet with you and discuss, make sure they verify all the information that the agents on the phone took from you, and they're satisfied with that, then you're cleared, you're good to go. Pretty straightforward process. Once I land at Calgary, clear customs, should be fairly quick. I imagine 10-15 minutes. Nice thing about if there's no one at the airport to meet you, I could leave the engine running, just call my arrival into Canada Customs, and then not even shut down, turn my back around and take back off, which is what I hope to do, fingers crossed. My final destination today really is Springbank Airport, which is basically a 5-minute flight, just to the west of Calgary Airport. So, drop this off for some maintenance, just some calendar items are due. So, get those taken care of. That's pretty much it. Been a long trip, flown from Elkhart to Bemidji, that's Minnesota, Bemidji, Minnesota to Gulf Whiskey, that's Glasgow Airport in Montana.
Uniform Yankee Whiskey, clear to the Lethbridge Airport.
And now on the leg from Gulf Whiskey to Calgary. I was really wanting to go up to Winnipeg. There's a massive system here. Some really strong winds. Like right now, we've got a headwind of 95 knots, which is definitely adding a lot of time to the flight. And another fuel stop. I was really hoping to make, need 2 fuel stops, but in this case, with these winds coming down almost.
King Air 750.
Kind of in this direction here. So I'd stay as north as possible to stay out. So it's actually kind of interesting. There was a kind of low pressure system here over like the Dakotas.
With you at 260 with the request.
And so
750
if I could have gotten far north enough, I could have actually had a tailwind, for example, going up to Winnipeg, but I wouldn't have enough fuel. It was snowing in low ceilings at Winnipeg, so I wouldn't have enough fuel for the alternate, minimum IFR requirements. And if I had to go missed, it was just not going to work out. So otherwise, I could have done 1 fuel stop in Winnipeg and then flown to Calgary, potentially then fly back off and fly to Springbank. So, but that didn't work out. So I've hit the headwinds here, just on my departure from Glasgow. And anyways, got an hour and 2 minutes now left remaining until Calgary. So I'm at 260, there's about a 15 to 20 knot difference. Normally I'm at 280, flight level 280, but the winds are significantly lower at 260. So opted for flight level 260 this time. Still truing pretty good, 265 knots truing, but our ground speed is 172 knots, so definitely taking a hit there. And our fuel burn is a little higher, so, but well within the wheelhouse. We'll have 485 pounds of fuel on landing at Calgary. More than enough fuel for the 5-minute flight over to Springbank, so. That's the rundown. Okay, so he's given us discretion 12,000. He also came on and said expect 17 right now, so that's nice.
Fuel, 17,000 fuel. Ceiling 23,000 broken. Temperature 0. Dew point -5. Altimeter 2980. Signet Alpha 2 in effect. Power up. Moderate turbulence. Reported. All quadrants between 7,000 feet and 1.
There's always turbulence coming into Calgary. Just a lot of mechanical turbulence off the mountains.
17 right. Simultaneous parallel runway operations in use. Inform arrival of requested approach.
Super strong headwind still, 105 knots on the nose now.
17 left and runway 17 right. Inform ATC that you have information X-ray. Calgary information X-ray. Weather at 1800 Zulu. Wind 180 at 6. Visibility 30 miles, 2,500 view, 17,000 view, ceiling 2,000 broken, temperature 0.
Getting some turbulence here.
Altimeter 2980, Sigmet Alpha 2 in effect, power up, moderate turbulence, reported, all, quadrants, between 7,000 feet and 10,000 feet. Approach our nav Zulu or Yankee or visual runways 17 left and 17 right. Simultaneous parallel runway operations in use. Inform arrival of requested approach on initial contact. Landing and departing runway 17 left and runway 17 right.
And Center Charlie Golf Hotel Victor Mike has X-ray at Calgary.
Hotel Victor Mike, roger.
Alright, plan 17 right now. I want to go ahead and load the RNAV 17 right. The RNAV Zulu via Vobar. Load it. Most likely just going to do vectors to final and use it as a guide for my approach course. Because it's parallel runways, you have 17 right and 17 left. Just for extra situational awareness, just plug that in. I don't anticipate needing it, but if I do, it'll just be there in standby. Alright, we're out of that cloud. So we can see the ground, that's nice. The Calgary up there just about to our 1 o'clock. We're 18 miles out from Ebgal. Crossing Ebgal at or below 16,000. In a descent right now. Cabin is depressurizing or descending. Just a quick status update.
Afternoon, Edmonton, Air Canada 326, climb through 127210.
Canada 326, 700, climb flight level 280.
Level 280, Air Canada 326.
Alright, we've got direct LSOG and down to 8,000 now. Which is interesting because he could have given me a Vobar, which is pretty close to LSOG, but on the approach. Anyways, we'll see what he's got in mind.
Chinook 99, cross 4 miles final at speed 160 knots, contact Calgary Tower 1184.
Cross 4 miles at 160, 184, Chinook 99.
Hotel Victor Mike, turn left heading 260.
Left heading 260, Hotel Victor Mike.
Encore 3246, cleared RNAV Yankee, runway 17 right approach, Ovebi transition.
Clear the RNAV Yankee 17 right, Ovebi transition, Encore 3246.
Airport in sight. There is 17 left.
Hotel Victor Mike, descend 5,200.
5,200, Hotel Victor Mike.
Encore 3246, speed 210 knots or less.
210 knots or less, Encore 3246.
Hotel Victor Mike, turn left heading 200 to intercept, cleared runway 17 right approach.
200 for the intercept, clear for the 17 right visual approach, Hotel Victor Mike.
Hotel Victor Mike, speed 160 knots until 4 miles final.
We'll keep it at 160 until 4 net final. Hotel Victor Mike.
Hotel Victor Mike, contact Calgary Tower 1184.
84 Hotel Victor Mike, good day.
Good day.
Quite the bumpy ride in here. Three greens. Tower, Charlie Golf, Hotel Victor Mike, coming up on a 4.5 mile final, runway 17 right.
Purple Golf, Hotel Victor Mike, Tower, customers from the 1900 just touching down, winds 15010. You plan Alpha 3 for your exit, clear to land runway 17 right.
17 right, clear to land, and caution wake turbulence. Plan to exit on Alpha 3 Hotel Victor Mike. Quite the bumpy ride here. Speed checks. Got 3 greens. Manual, heats and lights. Clear to land 17 right.
$500.
The Beach 1900 that landed before me, so there we go. Smooth out a little bit. Much better. That was quite the ride there.
Tower, 3246, clear the island, Yankee runway 17 right approach, 165.
Encore 3246 Tower, your number 2 to Meridian on a mile final. Your winds are 15008, clear to land runway 17 right.
Land 17 right, Encore 3246.
Three greens. Flaps, depressurized.
Hotel Victor Mike, Alpha 3 exit, contact ground on 1219.
I'll exit on Alpha 3 and contact ground 219 Hotel Victor Mike. There's Alpha 3. Someone locked up their brakes there. Lots of rubber on the runway. Okay.
500 view.
Ground Charlie Golf Hotel Victor Mike off 17 right, Alpha 3 taxi customs.
Golf Hotel Victor Mike, ground, taxi Alpha, cross runway 26 to customs.
Alpha across 26 to runway, or to Customs Hotel, Victor Mike. Welcome to Calgary, where the local time is 12:36 p.m. Alright, here's runway 2608.
X-ray across runway 29, taxi uniform, hold short runway 17 right.
Clear on the right, clear on the left, strobe lights on.